Going live. Okay, so I'm live right now. Hello.
No.
But I am live. It says I'm live. What are you saying no for?
I'm not hearing nothing. You're
okay,
not
how is this? Is this better?
No. It's not doing anything.
Okay. No, there.
There's no video, nothing.
Okay, you have to go into a new thing. Okay, I'm really confused.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Do you see me?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see me.
But everyone's probably waiting in the other stream.
Okay, can we say something in the other stream? Can you type in the other stream at all?
Well, I've got to exit out of here. Go
to... Because it was one of those ones that was
well, that one's gone. Up there.
Okay, so are you on the new one?
Yeah, I'm on the new one. The old one is still there with people waiting.
Okay. Okay.
You want me to tell people?
If you can tell people, I would appreciate it, because I don't know if I can get back in there. It should just be on my page. I think it's because I scheduled it and I just didn't know how to fix that. Did it go through, hon?
Yeah, I don't know. It did, but...
All right, we are trying to get this going. I just... Hi, Finn. It's nice to see you. This is Finn. He's going down. Okay. Okay, we are going to start this as soon as we possibly can. There was a bit of a difficulty, and I don't know what happened. It's been a long time since I went live, so I hope you forgive me for that. It says here we have 3 people in, so hi. I know I'm one. I think Paul's one. Paul will be in the chat. His name. Hi, Wendy. Paul's going to be in the chat. You're Horwood, right? Horwood? I can't say it. Horad. Hi, Missy. How are you? Yay. Sorry about that, guys. So if you are tuning into this after it's uploaded and not live anymore, the stream actually starts at 4:27. I will put that in the comments after the fact. Okay, we're going to start. I do have a few things that I want to talk about today, and there's a couple of questions that I did get that I'm going to, talk about as well. I want everyone to join in the chat if that's good. I don't know. There was a lot going on today. We went to the bins because we had to go to the cross-border shipper. So we went to the bins, but we also went, I'm looking at the chat. We also went to the Goodwill 50% off sale, and I did okay there. I had fun doing that. I did promise that I would show you a couple of my bins finds if they were good. So I picked up this guy. I'm not sure if he glows in the dark yet or not, but he is one of those Easter Unlimited ones. I don't think he's vintage, but he cost 28 cents, which is like absolutely nothing. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to leave it under light. There were snow squalls where you were? Oh no. Finn's going to join us too. We were fine here where we are, but when we got closer to London, it was like that. It was very blowy and snowy. I can't show you my other bins thing because the cat's sitting on it. Finn, come here. Hi, Finn. Bye, Finn. There he goes. Okay, so I also picked up this Dooney and Burke bag. I haven't done the math on that yet, so I'm not sure how much that cost, but yeah. But I did go to there first, and then Paul and I had a fight about going to the Goodwill 50% off sale. Yeah, the 400 is no joke with the snow. Been there, done that. Yeah. Okay, so that was my bins trip. It was fun. So we're going to talk, first of all, Posh US shipping is gone up 30 cents. So it's now $7.97 to ship on US, which, you know what, is 30 cents. And I know a lot of people are kind of upset about it, but we here in Canada, we had our price raised well over a year ago. I think it went up 50 cents more. And honestly, it didn't make a huge difference. It really didn't. So go with it and you'll be fine. $7.97 is not bad at all for shipping. Oh, there we go. I'm out of practice doing this. I also want to talk about the live show stuff, the live show notifications. How did everybody deal with that? Mostly yesterday, a little bit this morning, but mostly yesterday. How did everybody deal with that? Was everybody like that mad at it too? They're all over Facebook and Instagram. They're like, I'm unfollowing everybody that does live shows. This is annoying. It's terrible, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, it drove me crazy, but I got into the habit a long time ago of scrolling, to my comments, to my sales, to my offers and all that. And I ignored that all part of the first on my news. So it didn't really drive me crazy too bad, except for I was doing something. I think I was doing my inventory, and all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, I had 90 freaking notifications. And I'm like, what is going on? And I'm lucky because the only sound my phone makes for Poshmark are offers and sales. So that's all I have to worry about. So it didn't drive me too crazy. I did not unfollow people that had live sales because I don't understand why you would do that. I'm not a huge fan of live sales. I have been doing... Yes, Posh Sidekick does now have the feature to unfollow the live shows, if that's what you want to do. No, you can unfollow the people that have the live shows. I don't think they have the ability to unfollow the actual shows themselves, do they, Wendy? I know that Posh Sidekick is having a Facebook video thing live show tomorrow. Yeah, the people. Anyway, Posh Sidekick, I can't speak, see? Posh Sidekick is having a Facebook Live tomorrow at 3 that I'm going to go to. They're going to talk about that and all the new features coming out, so I'll let you know what happens. This whole live thing, there was sort of two camps. The people were like, oh, it's annoying and it's whatever. And other people were like, why are you unfollowing me? That's not fair. And it's like I was saying, I'm not a huge fan of live sales. I don't understand them really. I've had them. I've been doing silent shows every Thursday, and that's just to try the feature out and see what happens. I did have one yesterday, and somebody bought a nice big bundle and then had a payment issue. So I didn't make any sales from it. So that was like annoying. Missy, you've tried the silent shows too. How are they going for you? Yeah, Wendy, I don't know why they cross the borders with the notifications for Canada and the US. Like, that doesn't make any sense. We can't buy from them, from our Canadian accounts, and vice versa. So I don't know. So yeah. So my silent shows have been going good. It was just like okay. It's just to get the feel of it. I might try another actual live one just to see if maybe showing the items will get them out of my house kind of thing. But they're really not my cup of tea. If they work for you and you love in them, you go for it and you do it. It doesn't bother me. But I mean, I've watched some and I just find them very awkward for myself, like just me. And I love live auctions. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's just, I don't know. People, they're trying their best and they're trying to sell stuff, and that's great. Yeah. And you know what? With silent shows, they're quite simple, right? Wait, I can't speak. Forgive me. I am so sorry about the mumbling. You don't get this normally on my YouTube. I've made a few sales as well during the silence, but I mean, they're easy to set up and it's a matter of just clicking a few buttons for like half an hour type of thing. So is it worth it? I think it's worth it in some ways, and you have to be patient and keep running them. Yeah. I've been doing that. I am going to try, I think this Thursday coming, instead of doing silent, I'm going to try an actual live one with the items that I want to get rid of, in a sense, and see if that actually makes a difference. Just a block of time on Thursday and just do it. Just do it. But with the notifications, they were annoying. And everybody was like blowing up everything. Instagram was all full of this. And I don't know if it was a glitch with Poshmark, and I don't know if they were trying something new to see if they can see how it would work, and it just totally. Wendy, try a silent show. They're not hard to set up. Seriously, they're really super easy. You just pick your listings. They go through all the photos in your listing, and you just click the button to you click on the item. You click it to start it. How much you want to start it at, and you just do it. I do chat in the chat. With my silent auctions, I'll say, I'm shipping everything tomorrow. Let me know if you have requests, any questions, things like that. Because it's really strange just to sort of sit there and have. Yeah, that's good, right? Do you find that people chat back to you though, Missy? Because I feel that they don't chat to me. Maybe the people that got laid off did do something. On that subject, well, people of Poshmark got laid off. Apparently, there's a big news thing. But you know what? When a new company takes over, hi Sue. When a new company takes over, it's very, very normal to reshuffle, to get rid of dead weight, to bring in your own people. It's a very normal thing. So I'm not surprised by the layoff at all. I think it's just a normal thing, and that's what people did. So, okay, so I've talked about a couple of things. We're going to actually take a viewer question that actually came to me. I didn't get a lot of questions, but I'm going to answer this one. So this lady, Nancy, I don't know if she's in the chat or not, but Nancy sent me this question. What is your favorite item to search for and then sell? Is it the amount of profit or the satisfaction of the find, which is most fun for you? Okay. My favorite items to search for, you know what? I could be mouthy and say the ones that sell, but that's not it. I love shoes, and that's usually is the first section I go to in most stores or at the bins, because the bins, I got 4 pairs of shoes at the bins today, and I think they ended up costing me $2.43 a piece. And I got Earth Origins and Steve Madden, Vince Camuto, and Riker, I think it was. I might be wrong about that one. I love shoes. I love shoes because I can get them fairly inexpensively, and they're really easy to photograph. I love picking up things that are simple to process and get listed. When they're more difficult, I don't like picking them up, and it's just not as exciting. I have had a few start the car moments when I've gone looking. When I first started, I found a pair of Kristen Louboutins, and that was an interesting one because I have absolutely no experience with luxury brands at all, but I found them at a half price sale of a thrift store. So I got them for $7.50, and I thought, I'm taking the chance. But until I got them authenticated, it was like, I don't know. And I was nervous. So it wasn't nearly as exciting because it was more, I was nervous about it. But I love finding shoes, especially at the bins that, you know what, I can flip for. I forget how much I sold those Jean Flu. I can't say the name. Jean, help me out, people. John Fluvog. Yeah. Anyway, Sue, every time I buy shoes to resell it, yeah, we have a rule in this house because I love Converse. If I find a pair of Converse for me, I have to sell a pair. That's just the rule, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I haven't bought a new pair of shoes for myself in a while. Have I, Paul? No.
None I found anyway.
No. I think the last pair of shoes I bought off of Poshmark, actually, and they were a pair of Docs. Oh, Cole Haan, they're supposed to be apparently the most comfortable shoes ever. And I haven't found a pair that fit me yet. I do have a few in my closet that I have a really nice pair of black ones. They're dressy, they're strappy, and I can't sell them. People are not buying them. You don't have the issue of what, finding shoes that you like to buy? Yeah, Sue, I'm the same. I'm about a 7.5. So there's a lot of leeway for our shoes. Absolutely. The $0,000. Yeah, that's what I thought, Wendy. I've never heard of, is the $0,000 part of Cole Haan? I don't know what that is. We're talking shoes now. Okay, so we're going to move on since we're talking about shoes because I like finding things I like to photograph. And there are things I hate photographing, like dresses, but I still love buying dresses. Today was a shoe day and a purse day and jeans. Thank you, Sue. Today at the Goodwill 50% off sale, I picked up 4 pairs of Torrid jeans, a pair of Scotch and Soda New with Tags pants, another pair of jeans, I forget the brand. Today was a jeans day, and I love photographing jeans. They are super easy. They don't require my mannequin. I could do a front and a back full of the jeans, maybe zoom in, and the rest are all flat lays. So give me jeans and good brands that will sell, and then I will gravitate to them on a half price day because they're like $10 at my stores here, so that's a little bit pricey. I'm cheap. I don't know. I love my bins. I got used to it. We were talking about it when we were going today. Paul was like, a year ago, you didn't really care for the bins. You didn't really want to go. And I was like, yeah, but I got into the habit. It's much better there now than it was when I first went. So, yeah. So I was actually going to talk to you guys about this experiment that I've been running with offers to likers. So I have Posh Sidekick. I don't make a secret of that. I love it. It's fantastic. It frees me up to do a lot of things. I was using offers to likers, but of course it cost me the shipping discount, right? And I wanted to try a better way or another way. People were talking in a Facebook group that they just use my shoppers and they add the likes to bundles and then they send it off that way because you don't have to have a shipping discount. So I thought, I'm going to try that. So I did. This week, what I did is I added everybody's likes to a bundle. I sent out a 25% offer, and I got nothing, not one single sale from doing that at all. Where when I send out a 25% discount with the shipping discount, I said that right, I get a lot more sales that way. So I wanted to utilize a Poshmark feature because I know they like us to do that. But I found that it was a little clunky to do. And now I was doing it on my computer, so maybe that made the difference. Using it on the phone might have been easier, but I found it a bit clunky to use. And because I got no results, I think I ended up with one sale that was a counter offer to my offer. So it wasn't really worth me doing it. It just wasn't worth the time, in my opinion. So I'm going to stick with Posh Sidekick and sending out. See, you did that on winter items. I wasn't doing 40%. I was only doing 25%. So maybe I need a bigger discount. I don't want a bigger discount. I want to sell my stuff at full price. This is ridiculous. I am going to go back and put my offers to likers on Posh Sidekick again just to see, especially over the weekend, because you know what, we're coming up to the end of the month and I have a goal that I want to reach, and I'm close, but I'm not quite there. Posh Canada did fairly well this month. I was happy with the results. Posh US went way back down again. It's more normal. January was really, really good. And then this month has been for Posh US. Is that like on your listed, Wendy? You have 3 bins of sweaters on your listed? I don't know how many sweaters I have. I don't think it's that many right now. I have boots. I want to get rid of my boots and coats because the coats are big and bulky. So I might do that with my winter stuff. Cool. Maybe I'll do that with my winter stuff in like March, early March, and see if it helps get rid of some of the bulkier stuff, you know? But also, this is why I was so happy yesterday on my silent show when somebody bought 8 items, because a lot of it was the bulkier stuff. And then they didn't pay, so that sucks, but oh well. My tea is still too hot. And yes, it's Friday night. I'm having a cup of tea. Sue, Wendy does that too. And you guys have success with that. I've tried that. I tried that months ago, and it didn't really. Well, thank you, Nanny. That's very sweet of you. What was I saying now? I used to use the shoppers with the closet clear out message like 8 months ago, and it worked well. And then all of a sudden it stopped for me. So I stopped doing it. But it's a really good way to not just drop all your prices willy-nilly, which is not good, because if you want to relist, I mean, I relist all the time. It's okay. You can be a little late. It's fine. Nothing happened until 4:27 because I had a little technical difficulty, so you're good. What was I talking about? Paul, what was I talking about?
I don't know.
We were talking about clear out days. Wasn't working, now it is. No, it was working, now it's not. Oh, dropping your prices willy-nilly and then having to relist. Yeah. So I relist all the time. It doesn't matter how long it's been listed. I relist. If it's been up for 2 weeks, I relist it. You know why? Because I get rid of the likers. I figure if I've sent out offers and my sort of routine is they get an offer of like 25, 27% to begin with if they like the item. A couple weeks go by, a week and a half, and I send out 35%. If you're not buying it or you're not countering it, you're not buying it. So I get rid of the likers and I relist all the time. Yeah, closet clear, using my shoppers for closet clear out is very smart. I absolutely recommend doing that. Instead of doing the bulk, just drop all your prices. Yeah. Very smart. Because then you don't have to go back and up all the prices, and then you don't have to get into that routine of the 60 days to relist, because the price reductions stay with the listing and the offers to likers just stay with the likers. So using that message, and it's a very simple message, right? Just, hey, it's closet clear out, thanks for the likes. If you want, I can drop the price to this. Let me know, kind of thing. I said that oh so clearly, didn't I? Losing my voice already. It's only 23 minutes in and I haven't been talking all that much. Is there anything that you guys wanted to talk about? I mean, I've talked about my experiment, how I'm going back. We're going to talk about transparency because I think that's important. Yes, keyboard shortcuts on your phone. Number one tool. Not really, but one of the best tools is keyboard shortcuts. I have keyboard shortcuts for my hashtags on Instagram. Not that I'm on Instagram a ton. I scroll a lot. But that's about it. Excuse me. Yeah, do you label it CCO too? Because I do. Mine says, I just have to type in CCO and it pops up. Okay, so you don't get this part of me when I do my YouTube because I cut it all out. Yeah, we did talk about that, and it's stopped now. Has it stopped for you, Sue? Because it has stopped. Now it's back down to normal. They said it was a glitch. They were working on it. A ton of people emailed them and said, "What are you doing? This is ridiculous. It's annoying." When Posh shows started, when did they start? November? I think they started in November in the States. I got into the habit of going across to comments and orders and offers and stuff like that. So it didn't really bother me so much because I don't pay attention to that part of the feed. I always go into whatever because I don't want to miss anything. There was somebody today, I think it was on Instagram. I believe it has stopped. But there was someone on Instagram that was mad because they got a low rating because they didn't answer a question or something like that. And they blamed Poshmark because they missed the notification. And you know what? It's very easy to miss a notification when your feed is flooded. It's like when somebody shares your entire closet and all your feed says is shared, shared, shared. It's very similar to that. So I just make it a habit to scroll through instead of going to relying on that one thing. So I know, Nanny, mine is stopped. Mine is fine on both my Posh Canada and my Posh US. I know that, I think Wendy said it earlier. I really wish that they would separate Canada and the US in some ways because we get notifications for each other's shows and we can't buy from them. So it's a ridiculous notification. It means nothing. So I wish that they would separate it a little bit more. Mind you, if they did separate it, my followings would probably go way, 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 way down. Because tell me if this is true. If you are on Posh US, I think I only have like 52,000 followers on Posh US. I think I'm on Posh Canada right now. I have 45,000 followers on Posh US. And I've only been on there for a couple of years. But on Posh Canada, I'm like at 460,000. And I mean, I don't do anything to get followers. Nobody does anything necessarily to get followers. But there's a huge discrepancy between that. So I don't know if you guys have noticed that. No? Okay. What is, oh my goodness, Danny? This is called dead air, and I shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, Wendy, normally I don't either. It just, because it's one of those numbers that, well, I didn't do anything to get 400 and however many. I didn't do anything. I've been on Poshmark Canada since the beginning, the end of May 2019. And I think we just all the Americans just got over to us. Do you know what I mean? How they recommend or you have auto follows. Yeah, but followers, do they mean anything? I mean, really? I mean, yeah, we share to our followers. And does that mean that, I should have all these sales because I have all these followers? I don't know. It's just, I think it's interesting that on Posh US, it seems to mean a little bit more getting to a different level of followers. People are, wow, look at me, I got to 80,000 followers, and that's whatever. And in Canada, the numbers are just so different. The platforms are different because I noticed that some of the things I sell here in Canada won't sell in the States and vice versa. And the prices are so different. I can have one item that will be $40 here in Canada, but it's only worth $10 in the States. So it's really interesting. I don't think followers really mean all that much. I don't think they're not a goal that you can actually do anything to achieve. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just something that's given to you in a sense. I mean, I don't remember the last time I followed somebody. Yeah. The magical algorithm that I don't know how it works. Does anybody know how it works? I think you keep busy, you do things, and maybe that helps. I don't know. Excuse me. So I wanted to talk a little bit about transparency. Being on YouTube, there are certain things that when I started YouTube that I promised myself. We'll get back to the posh algorithm is awful just a second. But there are things when I made the decision to be on YouTube that I promised that I just, as a personal decision, I wouldn't be sharing. You know, I I will share lots of things with everybody, individual sales, what they cost, what I made. My final numbers, that's something that I just personally choose not to share. It's just something I find very personal, and only myself, Paul, and our accountant know those numbers. And so I hope that doesn't put anybody off. I do share individual sales for sure. We'll talk about my ups and downs, my mistakes, because I make mistakes. Yes. Sometimes, yeah, if you are selling in Canada, it is different. What the brands that sell here are different. Some of them are quite the same, but yes. I mean, and there's stuff in vice. It doesn't matter what. If you're in the States, in Canada, we find lots of this brand. In the States, they find brands that I've never heard of, and it's like I don't have a hope in heck of ever finding here. You know, I wish I could find Aviator Nation, but I haven't found it yet. But when you watch somebody on YouTube, you have to be aware of where they are, and you have to keep in mind that's what they have access to. You know, not everybody has a bins. Not everybody lives in a city. Some people live very rurally, and they just don't have access to certain brands and certain business models in that way, because I can't sell all, high luxury items because I don't have access to them. You know, if I have access to American Eagle at the bins and that's what I can sell and it sells well and I can do it, then I do it. So when you watch somebody or if you follow somebody on Instagram, it's important to know where they're from in a sense, because it will help give you perspective, right? Yeah, there's not a lot of Canadian Poshmark though. I mean, there are a few of us, which is great. But you have to also remember that some of them live in Vancouver and they have access to better brands. And that's okay. I don't think we have anybody out east right now that does YouTube that I can think of anyway. I still watch the American YouTubers though, because some of them are fun. But when Paul and I were talking about this earlier, we don't watch a lot of reselling YouTube anymore. We used to just binge it. Yeah, there was a girl and she did. Yep. Yeah, my closest bins are an hour away. But I'm very fortunate because we moved. So we used to live a small town just north of Toronto. Wendy knows it. And we went to the bins once because it was about a 2.5 hour drive. Things happened. We decided to move. We moved all the way where we are now. We're on the border, so I can go to bins in London, Ontario, or I can go to bins in Michigan, which are about an hour or so away as well. We haven't tried that yet. We're going to try that in the spring, do a big trip and do American bins. I'm scared. It should be fun though. But even if you don't have access to bins, yeah, that's right. Alicia Thrift. She's done some by the pound from Toronto too, doesn't she? I think Alicia, yeah. Yeah. I think she does Depop too, right? Or is that somebody else? I tried Depop. I put one thing up there and it expired. That wasn't a very good Depopper at all. Yeah. That's how, well, we wanted access to a cross-border shipper because Paul sells on eBay, so we needed that. But we also wanted to be close to the border to access that market because it's really good. And we wanted to be close. Well, we ended up being close to the water, which is my favorite part of the whole town. Yeah. Oh, you live in Windsor. We were there last year. We went thrifting there. Actually, last year about this time because we went for my birthday. And we've been, so it's, okay, it's closer for me to go to Windsor through the States because I'm in Sarnia than it is to just go through Ontario. No, we're on Lake Huron. I wish it was the ocean, but then I'd be really too far away from my kids, and I don't like that. Yeah, I was not a good Depopper. I died and just forgot it. And Wendy will be proud of me because she's made me motivated. I have listed 11 items on eBay since Tuesday. And that's because Wendy made me motivated for that. It's not sold yet, Wendy, though. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm cross listing over to eBay now and I'm getting my head straight and doing that. I've also started listing a lot of jewelry, so I'm trying to just try different things. I think it's really important to just try different things, try new brands, new sections, go to the men's section. Some of their stuff is really good. I have tried selling children's items too, but it did not go well. So I won't be doing that again. Yeah, eBay is, eBay's what's the word I'm looking for? It's the better platform. In most ways, like it's just a bigger market. You can see Detroit from your window. eBay is just such a bigger market, and your chances of selling are that much better. It does take a little bit to learn though, but once you learn it, it's not hard. It's not nearly as intimidating. One thing for Poshmark is that it's very easy to sell on Poshmark. I'll give them that. Even when they have a mess of an algorithm. See, I didn't forget, Wendy. I think for me, with Poshmark especially, I wish there was a formula. If you do this, you will get sales. Yeah, shipping is very easy on Poshmark. But if you do this, you'll get sales. If you do this, you'll get sales. If you do this, you're going to get banned. Like, I wish it was a little more, but how is Vinted going for you, Sue? We haven't sold on Vinted. I think we still have some listings on Vinted, but we haven't sold for a few months on Vinted. Like, it just went. And I know that I took a lot of my stuff off of Vinted. See, we have Vinted, Etsy, eBay, and we go on ebay.com, Poshmark Canada, Poshmark US. And that's because we have access to a cross-border shipper. And yes, we could just take our packages over the border, but that means we have to wait in the commercial line and we have a lot of truck traffic. So it's probably less time to go to London and back than it is to wait in that line. But 5 a day. Yeah, I try to list or relist at least. I've been relisting 10 a day on Poshmark, on both Posh US and Posh US and Posh Canada, and listing at least 5, give or take. And I do take days off because I need days off. Really, Desi Gal sells there. It sells on Posh too. I have a couple of really nice things I love that brand. I wish they made my size because it's just different, you know? I like that. I wonder if it'll sell on eBay. Yeah, I'll try that. Maybe that'll be my next eBay stuff. I've been putting all my Torrid onto eBay. Because Torrid's not selling for me on Poshmark right now. It's just, I can have Torrid in a live show for $5 and it's still not selling, and I don't understand why. Some of it's new with tags too. So I don't know. And yet, what did I do today? I picked up 3 or 4 pairs of Torrid jeans. Yes. Sell-through rate. Wendy's great at checking the sell-through rate. She's a very smart seller. Yes. I've been keeping a map. Oh, I'm ripping my map. See my maps? These are where I've shipped to, only they're not really filled out. I've missed some. I've just been putting marks down instead of filling in the whole thing. Otherwise, Canada might be filled by now. My American. I got to retape that up. Yeah, a lot of Quebec buyers. For Desi Gal or in general. I get them for pretty much anything. Oh. Oopsie. Yeah. Torrid was a brand that I picked up. I used to pick it up all the time because it used to sell really fast for me. And I guess the market just got flooded and the thrift store started marking it up. So like a Torrid t-shirt would be $15 at my local Goodwill, which is ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. I always say to try new things, right? Different ways of listing, different, platforms. If you try different platforms, why not? I mean, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I think that's really good advice. This is my job. This is what I do full time. This is my only income. So do you sell on Whatnot, Nanny? We signed up on Whatnot, and I think we had a few shows and we've stopped. We just stopped doing it. So you had the date that it was made in the title. That's smart. Okay, I'll try that. No, you just buy on Whatnot? Yeah. See, I understand the addiction to bidding because we we do online auctions all the time. We look at highbid.com and lots of Amazon returns and stuff like that come up on auction around this area, or estate auctions, that kind of thing. And it's like, I have to go in and go, okay, this is the most amount I'm going to pay. And I put that bid in it and I have to walk away. Because you get to that, it's like, oh, it's only $1 more. It's only $1 more. And it's like, no. I know there was an estate sale a couple weeks ago, just in town here, actually. And they had like vintage board games and they had a Ouija board. And I really wanted it. But the whole lot was going for over $40. And I was like, nah, I don't really need it that badly. Even though I think the games would have sold for much more than that. Because I'm trying to branch out just from clothing. I try to branch out into some hard goods. I mean, I sold a Tim Hortons mug today. I was really happy about that. And a teacup went to the States today too. So And they were both Poshmark orders, which is good. Is there anything anybody else like? Yes, like gambling. Is there anything you guys wanted to talk about? Because I'm pretty much like I'm done with what I wanted to get out into the YouTube world. So if you guys wanted to talk about more things, we can. What are you cooking? I was bad. I didn't cook today. I had pizza. We ordered pizza. Nashville. That's cool. No. I don't think I made anything interesting this week either. Curry. We like curry, right, Paul?
Yep, and butter chicken.
Butter chicken. Yep. We have a really good Indian restaurant in town that we loved. Well, we went once, we went twice. Once was for breakfast, though, so it didn't count. Because it was just Canadian breakfast. But we went for dinner. It was really good. Wings and see, it's Friday night, right? I don't think I made anything special all week, though. Not that I remember. Bye, Nanny. Thank you. Maybe I'll bake this weekend. That's what I'll do. Make more brownies. Yes, the Goodwill store here in town. I don't know if the any other one. I know the boutique did in London. 50% off. Thank you. I did go for 50% off to our Goodwill. I love my local Goodwill. Paul doesn't do nearly as well there, so I had a cart full because I got jeans and pants and
I had hats.
A couple of dresses. Yeah. Yeah, but you had weather issues. We didn't have so many weather issues, right, Wendy? Can I tell you that it's so nice that we moved? I'm really sorry. I mean, I miss the place we were. I miss the people. I miss seeing my family a little more regularly, but we don't have snow really on the ground anymore. We had blue skies today. When we went to the bins, it was a little blowy, but it wasn't too bad. Windsor had what? Snow? Or the 50% off? 130. Oh my gosh. Did you get good stuff though? You got good stuff, right, Sue? I think we only spent 56. We spent the same at the bins, both 50 and 50. I got more stuff at the Goodwill 50% off sale though. Got a pair of shoes because I like shoes. Volkswalkers. That's a brand for you. Or at the bins, I got myself a camper. It's a little toy camper. It's really cute. I'm going to wash it and put it up because I really want a camper. That's the only one I can afford right now. Today at our Goodwill store, we actually had to show the coupon. And before, in the past, they would just be scanning everybody through. But today we actually had to show them the coupon, which is different. Oh, so you only spent 65? Yeah. When we have a sale at the Goodwill, I go right to the jeans too. Because normally here, I think they're like $9.29, give or take. So half price is, I can deal with that. I can get behind that. I didn't get anything exciting though. I mean, I got some Torrid, and at $460 a pair, that's fine. Nope. I feel like I'm looking down here all the time. They should put the chat there. That way I can see it and I won't be, it'll be like I'm looking at you. I don't think we went to the Goodwill when we went to Windsor, did we, Paul?
I don't remember.
I don't remember. Does Aurelia just have better stuff, Wendy? Because there is a VV where you are, is there not? Got it. Yep, that's right. I remember now. I remember that she told me that before. Not that I've been there, because I don't think I've been to the one in Aurelia. We just go to VV on Tuesdays because it's Seniors Day. And we take advantage of that. Not that I'm a senior yet.
Well, Newmarket has the Mission there too, right?
Wendy doesn't like the Mission. Yeah, I know. Well, I know there was one VV that we were in Barrie. Yeah, whatever sells. There's a VV in Newmarket too, right? Yes. Yeah. You know, you got to sort of go out of your zone sometimes to get the stuff that will really sell. So where we used to live, all these stores that Wendy's talking about, they would be stores we would go to. The ones in Newmarket or Barrie or we went to Aurelia once because that was a little bit far for us. But I'm just so glad we moved because right now I think we have 6 or 7 stores in town. So if it was really bad weather, I'd have a store. But there is one St. Vincent de Paul in town that I think I've bought one thing from in all the time that we've been here. Because it just doesn't get the donations, right? So it's just not good stuff. And it's overpriced. For me. Not overpriced in general. I think if you can go into a thrift store and buy yourself an outfit for under $20, you're doing okay. But that's my opinion about it. Okay. Guys, we're coming up on an hour, so I'm going to be probably saying goodnight soon. Is there anything that we missed or that you wanted to touch base with before we go? I'm going to take that as a no. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for coming by. I really, truly appreciate this. I'm going to try and do these lives maybe once a month or something just to touch base with everybody. And that's it. I hope everybody has a fantastic night and a good weekend. I hope you got lots and lots of sales. Me too. I'm on a mission this weekend to get some listing done and get some sales done. All right. That is it. Thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you guys later. Bye.